Congratulations! You have the honor of being the second worst Crow movie! Oh. You don't say that. You didn't say the other word because YouTube doesn't like that in the first opening seconds. Welcome, my lovely goblins and ghouls of the internet. This is Anya, your drama file, and I saw The Crow, and it was exactly what I was, basically exactly what I was expecting it was going to be. Alright, so quick thoughts, because I didn't get to do videos about the other Crow movies. I really love the original 1994 The Crow. It is one of my favorite movies of all time. I love the action, I love the drama. Brandon Lee is perfection in that role that took his everything. The villains are fantastic, they're scary, they're insane, they're demented. There's these moments of drama and love and horror. It's this perfect picture of pain and melancholy. I'm using these words, but it's the best way I can describe it is a film that it just makes you feel. That's the best way to describe The Crow. It just makes you feel without going to greater words and details. The Crow, City of Angels, only watched that once. It was okay. I didn't hate it, but I thought it was really weird and odd. Crow Salvation. The Crow Salvation is the one sequel that I've watched more than once, and I think is highly underrated. I actually think it's a little bit overhated. It's not a perfect movie, but I love the attempts that they try. I like the new looks. I like the attempts of the Crow lore that they try to do. I like that it's a little bit of a murder mystery, and it's not the best. There's lots of fumbles that the film does, but you know what? They tried. There was some attempts made. Then there's Crow Wicked Player. We don't talk about Crow Wicked Player. We don't. I don't care that it has Angel in it. I don't care that it has Edward Furlong in it. Edward Furlong? That's his name, right? I'm forgetting his name. I don't care that they're in it. The movie is goddamn trash. The Crow does his makeup with a fucking Sharpie. Yes, you heard that right. Guys and gals and theys and thems who never saw the movie, he does it with a fucking Sharpie. And there was a TV show, which I had never seen the TV show. I've been wanting to watch the TV show for years, just never got to do it. And now there's this movie, and this movie they've been trying to make this movie for years. And at one point it was with Jason Momoa, one point it was with Bradley Cooper, and it just kept going. And but each point they were like, "Oh, we're gonna make it," then just fall through. They were gonna make it, then just fall through. Though they were eventually like, "Hey, we're gonna like the script. Let's do this movie," and they made this movie. And to be honest, I don't know why they made this one. I have pros and cons listed for this film, and they don't really work because this film is alright. So I'm not even sure how to describe it because how it goes. Well, for one thing, the first is real negative of the film. The film has way more negatives than it has positives. And the first real negative of the film is that it takes forever. It takes forever to get going. Because we open up with Ashley Shelley this time, and we get a little bit of her backstory, and then we meet Eric, and then we see them meeting each other, and then we have them falling in love, and they and then they go to the city because they met each other in rehab, and then they fall in love in the city, and then they hook up in the city, they have sex, and they party, and they go to these places, and it goes on for like a whole hour. Like, I'm not looking at my phone I'm not looking at my phone during the movies. I'm not exactly sure how long it was, but it goes on for over a freaking hour of them, trying to set up their romance and love, which, you know what, that is a good change from the original, because in the original movie, we only had to go off Brandon Lee's performance of how much he and Shelley were in love, and he sold it. He fucking sold it. But this is this is a decent change. This is a good flip, and I don't mind that flip. I don't mind it taking 20 minutes, 30 minutes, maybe even 40 minutes, but over an hour of them just setting up this romance, and it doesn't work. I mean, I don't fully like what they're doing with Eric Draven, where he's just Eric. He doesn't even call Eric Draven. She doesn't even call it Shelley Webster. She's just Shelley. He is much more of a meek personality. He's supposed to be like someone who was probably like abused. He takes drugs to not feel hurt, so people don't take advantage of him. Because we see him getting bullied in his opening scene, and you know what? That is a decent starter for this character, and because he is, he's not very much of a tough person. He meets the right person. He meets the girl he loves. Something bad happens to her. He's filled with so much rage. You know what they say. You know what they say. That one of the worst things you have to fear is the wrath of a gentle man, and you see him turn into the spirit of vengeance at the end of the movie. And when he finally does embrace the title of the Crow, of the Spirit of Vengeance, it is great. It is brutal. It is bloody. That's when the movie actually gets good. But it takes forever to get that. And even when he first comes back to life, he is still moping and wandering around trying to figure out what to do, how to do this, and what to do this. And while that's kind of fine as a mystery, it's just taking too long. And compared to the original movie, Eric just kind of already knew. Like, the Crow was just telling him. It's just, because the first movie you can kind of infer that the Crow is just telling him, hey, go here. This is where they killed your girl. Here, this is where the other killer is. This is where the other killer is. Did you kind of can infer that? I mean, here he has to go through all of these different investigations to do this and do that. And in some version of this, I can see this working, but in other versions, I cannot. Okay, I also want to talk about real quick, this real quick right here. My mouse isn't showing up. I'm circling the screen with my mouse. The whole crows and those little pillars in the back. This little in-between world where Eric goes when he dies. You know what? I kind of don't mind this because I like expanding on the lore. We get to see where this, I guess, limbo is, and it's fine when we first see it, and it's fine when you see it the second time, but we see it like a third time, a fourth time, I think even a fifth time. I think we see it too many times, and it starts to kill a little too much allure, I guess you could say, too much mystery, which I'm in the camp of either you keep it really mysterious and freaky, or you go balls deep, full-on mythological and cosmic, which they do neither or. They show this as this weird abandoned construction site which has some creepy elements. I don't know. I think it's been better if we show this side only twice. And speaking of the cosmic elements, we have this character which I don't think we get his name. He is just this guide who's I guess a part of this limbo. Maybe he is or once was a crow. He was once possessed by a crow or something, and he is here to help Eric on his way. He tells him how to do this and what to do, and I kind of like it. I like how he's not explained. I like we're keeping some mysteries. And speaking on more supernatural elements of the film, that's where we get to the villain. The villain of the film is Danny Hudson. He is playing something generic villain, something I don't know. That's really what it is. I have no idea. Yeah, this is where I really don't like this. Because remember when I talked about the other Crow movies? Wicked City of Angels and Wicked Player. Remember what those two movies have in common? They have supernatural elements in them besides the Crow. And they were shit. And what does this movie have? Supernatural elements besides the Crow. Yeah, so Danny Hudson's character, it is said he sometime, probably centuries ago, made a deal with the devil, and if he sends souls to the devil, he gets to extend his life, or is made immortal, or not exactly sure what it is. I'm guessing he can be killed because Eric acts like he can kill him, but I don't know. Also, his power is that he can whisper into people's ear and make them kill themselves. Kind of like the devil in the UK version of Being Human. But it has this dark and evil growling. When he whispers in your ear like, yay, you have the chance to make it really creepy and subtle, but you just don't. You don't. Fucking no. And it's Danny Hudson. I like him when he plays a villain. And he does it well. He does it good. It's Danny Hudson playing a villain. If you see him playing a villain, he's basically playing the same character. Now, it's a bad performance, but you've seen it before. So, make of that as you will. But the bad thing about that is, out of a 2-hour runtime of the film, he barely had any screen time. And out of that barely screen time, you're getting no Danny Hudson. So you're getting no entertainment. And his henchman, which is his wife, this corrupt cop, and this other person. I'm giving spoilers here. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I should be giving spoilers. But, fuck it. This movie is shit. You shouldn't watch it. I mean, you can watch it if you want to. Just, go with a free ticket. Or wait for it to come on streaming. But yeah, like, his henchmen are just completely unrecognizable. Like, they have no personality. They're bland toast. They're stale bread. They're flavorless. They're flavorless. I drink tap water with more flavor than these characters. Which, going back to the original movie, the henchmen, the main people who killed Eric and Shelly, they had all the personality. Tintin, Fun Boy, T-Bird, the other guy who really freaky. They had all the personality. They were evil, psychotic, destructive, chaos incarnate. And when Eric killed them and he took his sweet vengeance, you felt satisfied, you felt justified, you felt Eric, you felt Eric's, yes, kill them, what they did to you and your girl. But here they're like, you feel nothing when they die. They're not even characters. They're not even characters. I mean, some dumb stereotypes have been at least something. At least in something. At least they have some character. Some character. Oh, freak me. This movie is weird. The good things though, there is some good things though. So near the very, very end, where Eric actually does embrace the role of the Crow, of being the spirit of vengeance, the movie gets so good. It actually does get really, really good. Super bloody, super gory. Just when he kills, you can feel all the rage and pain in every cut, in every slice. When they go like full kind of like Deadpool route, where they have the swords going through him, and it's not like the old movies where they can really do all the blood effects, at least not as good. They have all the blood spurting out. It is a bloodbath, and it is beautiful carnage, and I loved every second of it. But it only lasts for about like 15 minutes, probably 20 at best. And I wish that was more of the film. It was more of the film. He didn't even have his crow face for, like, see this right here? See, I'm covering it. That right there? Oh, those eyes, those black eyes. Yeah, he doesn't even get that, because he only gets it at the end of the movie after he has to make a deal with the guy in the in-between, and he gets the black eyes because he gets an extra special power up. I'm spoiling something, but you kind of see in the trailer, so. And then after that, he finally gets the idea to does the crow makeup. So yeah, he doesn't even have the crow makeup for most of the film, which, okay, I'm not saying Bill Skarsgård is an ugly looking man. He's not. But I had paid tickets for the crow. I want to see the crow makeup. At least for a good chunk of the film, not for only 20 minutes. These two right here, they are not good together. Like Bill Skarsgård, he's fantastic. He's always fantastic. He could do something with this role. I really think he could do something with this role, even with the script, if he had a better director. This actress, I think she's a singer. I'm not sure if this is her first movie, but I don't know if this is her first movie or this is just her working with this director, because she does not really work. I mean, some scenes she's really good or like really decent. Then some scenes she feels very puppetry. She's not really. I don't know. This director did not work well with this girl. When her and Eric are together, they're kind of good. They're kind of bad. It's very iffy. But the only bad part is that you just don't buy the romance. You can buy them being partygoers. You can buy them being in lust with each other and having fun with each other. But you don't really buy them deeply, truly in love. You don't buy them being so in love that it transcends worlds. That they're so in love that the crow just has to bring Eric back to set all these wrongs right. That's not, you don't feel that. That's not, The movie does not do a good job of conveying that. The movie wants to tell the story of these two sad, broken loners who have this weird meeting together. They help each other, they fix each other, and then they're taken away from each other, and one has to go on a mission to save the other. That's the story this movie is trying to tell. And I like that story. That can make a very good Crow story. The problem is that these two don't have good chemistry, or the director does not know how to direct them to have good chemistry. A movie takes way too long to get the Spirit of Vengeance plotline going. The whole other supernatural elements of the film, they could be played interesting, but they're not. It's just, I made a deal with the devil once. Cool. Is that actually going to play into something? Or are you going to have more powers? Are you like a witch? Is the devil actually going to show up? Or are we going to visit hell once? As you see in the trailer where Shelly is being pulled down into this black water, like she's going to hell. And it's like, oh, is that hell? Is she going to hell? Is this a transition state to hell? Is Eric going to have to swim down to hell and kill a bunch of demons to pull Shelly out? But no, we don't get it. That might have been kind of cool. No, I don't get that. There is this one lore change from the old movies. Because in the old movies, when the Crow sets the wrong things right, he dies and he is reunited with the person he lost. And here, though, they changed it a little bit. I would not change how they changed it because I thought this was kind of a good twist on the lore. So I'll say that for if you want to go see it or not. But the actual ending of the movie, nah, F that. I even thought that was weird. Because we get the whole twist of the lore, like I just said, which I thought was good. Then the movie keeps going for about like 2 minutes. It's like, no, F this. This feels like sequel bait. And it was apparently because Bill Skarsgård said that they filmed the second ending that the studio wanted just in case they could do like more friendlier for a sequel, and this is the one that they used. Which, no. Because I know a lot of people complain that, oh, all the Crow sequels are just remakes of the first movie. Yeah, that's kind of the thing. I mean, that's one criticism I don't get about the sequels, is that, yeah, of course they're basically remakes of the first movie. That, the whole point is that the Crow brings people back. That it can bring people back to set the wrong things right. To avenge their loved ones. So of course, all the movies are kind of be very similar to each other, and I never got that criticism. But here, they're setting up that Eric is going to be the Crow, that he is going to be the only Spirit of Vengeance, that he'll come back to set everybody's wrongs right. Which, no, F that's stupid. Like, actually get creative with the Crow sequel, like, maybe it's not a loved one being killed, maybe it's gang violence, and it's a parent losing a child, kind of like the second movie, or a parent or a child losing a parent, or maybe it's community members, people losing their community, or maybe it's, I don't know, political leaders trying to make a change and they get assassinated. Think of real creative reasons why people need to be brought back to life to make things good. It doesn't always have to be a pair of lovers. I mean, that's the best way to do it, I think. But it doesn't always have to be that, and it doesn't have to be Eric Draven or just Eric. This movie fucked with me. I'm not even sure why I'm so angry, because when I'm watching the movie was just meh. You see my post on Twitter, the movie is just meh. It was meh for the first, for the first hour and a half. Then it got really, really good when he became the Crow, the true spirit of vengeance, when he put on the makeup. And then it got Meg. No, but there is one fun thing though. The theater I went to go, I was in, I think they fudged up the projector, because when I was looking at the trailers were playing, there's like this green hue over the trailers. I knew it was there because I seen a lot of those trailers before, and they did not look like that on YouTube and in other theaters. So I went to go tell them, like, when the manager's like, "Hey, I think one of the things is messed up. Can you please go fix it?" And I don't think they fixed it, but the green hue, that weird grimy look it had, I think it made the movie look a little bit better. I don't know. It made the movie look. It made the movie look ill and nasty. It kind of away some of the punk element of it, but it made it look nasty and sick. Grab your Blu-ray version of this when it comes out and set your TV to green. See how it looks. You didn't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, this was just a weird, bad choices altogether. Just bad. This is bad. Don't see this. I mean, if you really just wanted to watch a train wreck, sure, go see it. Go see it. But if not, just go home and watch the original Crow. Just go home and watch the original Crow. Because this is just, oh boy. It's not I don't know if this is the worst movie of 2024, but it's definitely up there. It's definitely up there. Alright, I've been your Hanya, your demonic cinephile, and just what the fuck were they thinking? Just what the fuck were they thinking? Poor Bill Skarsgård did this is on his resume. It could be worse though, it could be worse. It could be Wicked Player. It could be Wicked Player. Fucking Sharkbee.